28 of my pregnancy update.
Now it's clear we are here back at your house.
Why am I doing a 2-week update? Because it's really boring. There is nothing to say about these weeks anymore that's that different from the week before. So I just thought for the time being, let me condense a couple of weeks together and hopefully I'll have something more interesting to share with you. So, first things first, let me tell you that I weighed myself. So I do have some updates on how much weight I put on and I'm tracking it in an app. The app I'm using is called Pregnancy Plus. I do have a few apps, what to expect. And I also have Baby Center, but I actually don't open them. I don't really touch them. I only really use Pregnancy Plus, and I even updated to the premium feature because it has kick counting, which I'll talk a bit about in a second. So I have put on now 11 pounds-ish. I always say ish because I got pregnant around Christmas and I was eating and drinking and I don't know what I was weighing at that point. Who is weighing themselves in Christmas? And so I don't really know if I was a little bit more than what I weigh normally or a little bit less, so I just took an average and I've been weighing myself since then. 11 pounds seems to be kind of the lower end of the average, but I'm not tiny, so I think for me it's fine. I'm probably an all-round 12, 10 on the top, 14 down below, and so I think around 11 pounds is probably a healthy-ish amount to have put on at this point. I have been starting to think about the weight loss journey afterwards. There's time for that. Sleeping. I don't know if anyone else is around this stage of pregnancy, but I am really paranoid about sleeping on my back. According to the NHS, 50% more stillbirths happen when people sleep on their back. I also have some supply issues from the placenta to the baby, so I feel even more paranoid about sleeping on my back. I'm just really aware, am I sleeping on my side at all times? And I am, generally speaking, a back sleeper, so I don't think that I'm getting into a deep sleep. I've also had this thing where when I'm lying on my hips for too long or lying on my side for too long, my hip starts to ache. So I have, you know, been using the old pregnancy pillow, but I find I use it for like half the night because it's, you know, it's not as comfortable around the neck area as it is around the body. Also been crazy hot, and we've had a little bit of a heat wave, around 30-ish degrees, late 20s, 30s, so it's been hot as F. Has meant that sleeping hasn't been brilliant either. Also find that I just struggle in the heat. You know, we've had some barbecues and people over and I've been like, after I've eaten like one burger, I feel like I'm gonna burst, and I feel the Braxton Hicks. I think they're Braxton Hicks. So I'm having pain, kind of quite, not sharp pain, but I'm definitely having pain down the front and in the back. Not with any rhythm, so obviously this is not contractions, but it's not been very comfortable. Speaking of fun symptoms, heartburn. Anyone? Showing you this because I switched to this. It is totally gross. Gaviscon Double Action Mint Oral Suspension. It's not totally disgusting, but I mean, you wouldn't choose to drink it, but this is helping the heartburn way more than the pills. If anyone else is struggling with heartburn, and I'm sure if you're third trimester, you are, I would recommend this one over the pills. It just seems to hit the spot a lot faster. I've had a few different appointments. I told you in my last video about the emergency hospital visits and all of that fun stuff. And I've had a few appointments since then that were planned in, but they were in addition to the appointments I was due to have because of the placenta issues. So I have had another scan and a midwife appointment The scan all seemed to be good. The baby is at the 64th percentile, so maybe a tiny bit above average, but they said totally average. I had a midwife appointment as well. I had some more blood taken. I've actually got a little bit of a bruise still here from that. And I am anemic. I am due to pick up some iron tablets for that. If anyone else has had anemia in pregnancy, I think it's pretty common, then please leave a comment below because I would love to know how it's affected you. Is it just that you're more tired? Are you feeling any other of those symptoms like fainting or dizziness or anything else? Share below, and anything you're doing beyond taking the iron to help, I would love to know too. Anxiety continues to be a theme, and I'm really trying to cut it out because I just want to enjoy these last 10 weeks or so of pregnancy. But I have had anxiety specifically about the baby's movement. I actually spoke to the midwife about this and I very nearly went into the hospital for monitoring. This baby one day will be moving like crazy, and I mean like crazy, like doesn't stop, punching, kicking, rolling, everything. In other days is much quieter and the kicks seem to be much softer. And I do all of everything they say to do. Drink cold water, drink, some people say have like a Coke, have something sweet and just sit or lie down, you're gonna feel the movement. And I've done all of that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I think at this stage, that's the number one thing that the midwives and doctors talk to you about is fetal movement and monitoring it, and knowing that, I think it makes you even more paranoid. I'm working at home, and I think because I am in the quiet and I'm not distracted by as many things, I'm way more aware of the baby moving. I'm really trying to chill out about it because I do think he's the kind of baby where some days he's moving so much and other days he's really not. It's maybe just the pattern that it's gonna be. All of these things affect sleep, so if you think about it, it's hot. I have heartburn. I'm trying not to sleep on my back, even though naturally I sleep on my back. I'm thinking constantly about whether the baby's been moving. I am loving the bump size at the moment. Everyone says that with the second trimester, that is the time that you really feel like your best and your hair is shiny and you have glowing skin and all of that other stuff. But this beginning of the third trimester is actually where I've been feeling my best. People are finally asking me about the baby, whereas before it was like, do I ask if she's pregnant or is she just put weight on? But it feels like now all the outfits are fitting much better, and I'm wearing so many summer dresses that actually aren't even maternity. I'm still wearing leggings, like Sweaty Betty leggings or Fabletics leggings, and like they're still fitting. Obviously I'm probably stretching them out massively, but I'm pulling them over the bump and I'm just wearing a maternity top with it and it's fine. All of these kind of summer cotton stretchy cover-ups are amazing, and honestly you have to wear that right now because it is so freaking hot. If you want to see some maternity updates, I actually for TikTok did like 7 days worth of maternity outfits, and I just recorded like a week's worth of outfits. So if you want to see them on TikTok, it is Work.Life.Mum on TikTok and you can see it over there. Let me show you the bump for this week, and I should say I am, as of today, 29 weeks pregnant. So this is 29 weeks and 0 days. I have to say I am loving this outfit. It's got pockets, it's almost like pajamas, it's a jumpsuit. I can wear it after the baby's born because it's got like nursing. Yeah, it's super comfy. I think I got it in next maternity. So yeah, this is from the front, from the right, from the left. That is all for the last 2 weeks. Depending on how much happens next week, I will either do a 30-week update or it'll be 30 and 31 weeks. Either way, I hope your pregnancies are going amazingly. If you're pregnant as well, I hope you're surviving the summer heat. Please do like and subscribe and hit the notification. You'll be alerted when the next update comes up. And I will see you soon.
Take down your walls.